Today, my story is about the entourage effect. And for all those folks out there who think that THC is the only thing in weed getting you high, guess again. Many people who smoke weed bank their high on THC percentage, but a new study may confirm what many of us knew all along: potency alone doesn't really matter. The folks at cannabis mega brand PAX teamed up with Canadian neurotechnology company Zentrela to explore the so-called entourage effect. And for those who don't know, this is the theory that when all parts of the plant work together, it creates a more powerful and robust experience than consuming THC alone. And if the research results are any indication, the entourage effect is indeed a thing. And shopping based solely on THC levels may mean consumers are actually missing out on a better high. To assess the entourage effect theory, the research team measured the brain waves of 28 study participants after they had consumed one of two different PAX branded oils. Using a PAX Plus era, half of the group vaped a Blue Dream Live rosin, which is a full spectrum oil containing more of the cannabis plant's active ingredients. The other half vaped Berry Gelato High Purity THC, a distillate product containing mostly just THC oil. Subjects inhaled 2 hits, with brainwave data recorded roughly every 5 minutes for 30 minutes afterwards via Zentrela's non-invasive EEG machines. Additional scans happened at the 45-minute and 90-minute mark, and a calibration scan was done right before consumption. And then the team deployed Zentrela's patented Cognalizer, AI-based EEG analysis, which used machine learning to recognize brainwave changes and then converted the data to a psychoactive effect level on a scale. And here's what they found. The research team discovered that the participants who consumed the full spectrum live rosin had a quicker onset time and nearly double the psychoactive effects versus the distillate group. The findings echo the theory that the whole plant matters more than just THC levels. Brian Whitland, Vice President of Product Development at PAX, hopes the study illuminates the importance of the entourage effect and dispels the idea that more THC equals better than. Consumers looking for psychoactive effects typically shop for cannabis products based on THC, which is a bit of a fallacy, Whitland said in a press release. We wanted to demonstrate through scientific study how full spectrum products with the full range of terpenes and cannabinoids have a more profound impact on the onset and ultimate cannabis experience. While the PAC study was not peer-reviewed and used a limited sample size, it's not the only evidence supporting the entourage effect theory. A 2018 analysis found that epilepsy patients using full spectrum CBD had more success than those using isolate products. Still, the results of the PAC's inquiry may shift market perceptions around THC and get people thinking about the benefits of whole plant products. Quote, "We hope this type of insight helps consumers understand that shopping for products based on THC percentage alone is not the leading indicator of expected experience," Whitland said. So I've been personally talking a lot about the entourage effect theory for years, especially here in the Midwest, where people are having a hard time understanding that a higher THC level does not necessarily mean that you will get higher. But the perception in the market still prevails that THC potency is king. The buyers are looking for top THC percentage. The consumers are shopping based on THC percentage. And I'm just curious for the rest of you, what is it going to take for us to smash these perceptions in the market that THC is the sole indicator of quality?
Um,
Well, I have an answer
I
for
first,
that. Go ahead, Tony.
I first want to say that Blue Dream is trash. So whoever
Yes.
is giving Blue
Yes.
Dream is trash, and shame on your lungs for even attempting to partake in such trash and garbage.
You don't think
What's
they're
your beef with
Um,
I like
Blue
Tony.
Dream, Tony? Yeah,
yeah.
what's your beef
well,
with Blue Dream?
well,
It's booth.
if you've ever transported marijuana, then you know that when you pack and seal Blue Dream, it doesn't have a consistency of relieving itself of breaking apart after you vacuum sealed it. That's one, first and foremost. Two, it's a horrible tasting plant when you actually burn it and you actually have an opportunity to taste the plant. It sucks. So it sucks. It just all around sucks. Like everything about it sucks. Like packing it sucks. It's more stick than plant.
Yeah.
The taste sucks. It sucks.
It sucks.
And how do we change the lie that THC is king? Well, you have to think about it like this: perception is king, and it has been. It had, and it's not our fault, but it's been the industry's way of promoting marijuana based on the contingency of its THC levels. And since so many people are so used to hearing that, and then even when you go to the dispensaries, you see THC level 17, 20%, or whatever the case may be, people tend to think that that's the only component that's actually getting you high. And that's the problem. The problem isn't how I don't think that we're at a point where we can change people thinking THC is really what matters. I
No,
think that
we can. The problem is, Tony, it's the same problem as Gretchen's story, is that nobody wants to pay to do that, because the only way to do that is with some major campaign marketing platform like what Milk did with Gut Milk. Okay, where you're educating the general public in regards to what you should actually look for when purchasing cannabis. And the one thing you should not be looking at is basically your THC percentage. It has no overall effect on how it will actually affect you. You should be looking at the terpene profiles and understanding that type of stuff. Maybe even the package date as an additional indicator. And I mean, that's really what you should be looking at. And in all honesty, ever since we went to legalization and cannabis became a CPG, and that stands for consumable packaged good, it has just ruined the quality of cannabis and the overall buying experience, because what used to work the best was the deli style way of dispensing, when you would stick your nose in a jar. Oh, yes, I like that one. Boom, weigh it up for you, throw it in a baggie, and you're out the door. That's what worked.
All right. Now, first off,
Nose.
CPG means consumer packaged good, not consumable.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
Yeah, you
Thank
always
you.
got those. You know what I meant.
You know what I meant. I misspoke.
Rochelle, truly, what it's going to take is 20, 30 years of education. It's going to take forever.
Or
This is not happening
$30
overnight.
million of education.
I mean, it took about 10 plus years.
Along with the
general.
education, yes, it's going to take quite a while for this to change.
But yes, that is for sure. It's oh man, I don't see it.
the only way I
anytime
can
soon.
see it changing fast, if it's like a super large platform that discusses marijuana, let's say, and then drink champs, right? And they're just smoking, and let's just say Jason is on there and they're interviewing Jason, and then they have like a viral moment, and Jason is like, "You're stupid. THC means absolutely
It is stupid.
nothing."
It means
You know what I
absolutely
mean? Like,
nothing
and
is
then
true.
it's like, so something like that could change the culture, but
You know what I
Jason's
would
not
tell him?
going to be on.
You know what I would tell him on
that
Drink
show.
Champs?
So
I would tell him
Well,
on.
and let's be honest, it's not going to be Jason. It's got to be a much more influential.
Such a hater.
What did you
Such
do
a
to
hater.
Mom last
I'm
night?
not
She's
even-
so mad at
She's
you.
such a hater.
Did you
I'm
not
just
do the
saying.
dishes?
Such a hater.
It's got to be a celebrity. It's got to be somebody with an actual national voice.
I do have a national
everyone
voice,
talks
Gretchen.
about. Oh, please. It's like if people talk about Sanjay Gupta and what he did for Charlotte's Web and all that jazz. You need a national platform.
Here's the reality.
does not have.
Here's the reality in regards to what do you mean? This is America's #1 daily cannabis news show, Gretchen.
We're the only daily cannabis news show.
But
that's why we're number one.
that's right.
I know. I understand PR spin, but
Yes.
let's call it spade. Come on, it's bullshit.
But here's the
All right,
here's the
continue.
real. If
No
I was
one
on
wants
Drink
to
Champs,
compete with us in this space
Yes.
because they cannot compete
they
with
can't
us.
do it exactly.
why.
Because we have the highest THC percentage in our
Yeah,
blood.
we do have the highest THC percentage in our body. That's for sure, without a doubt. Because we don't
Not
smoke
helping.
boof. We don't smoke boof like Blue Dream, Gretchen. But
Oh, you just your boof indoor.
But the reality, what I would tell them if I was on Drink Champs, this is what I would tell them, Tony. I would be like, when you guys go and choose all of this alcohol that you're gonna put onto your set and offer for everyone to consume, do you give a shit about the proof number on the bottle? And they're gonna say, no, we don't give a shit. Da 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 da. And I'm gonna say, that's my exact reason why you should not give a shit about the THC number on your cannabis.